everyone, this is Becki Blumer. I'm the Director of Enrichment here at the British School, and I'm here to help you register for your after-school activities for this school year. Let's get started. This is our club's website, BISCChicagolP.org/clubs, and it's telling us that our registration opens on August 5th. There's a new registration about a month before every new term. So our next registration for the spring term starts December 2nd, and our registration for the summer term begins March 16th. This says I can go to the CHQ registration portal with this button. I've already gone ahead and opened it in a new tab. I'm on my iPad here. It should look really similar for you if you're logging in with your mobile or on your computer. So I'm logging in as a test parent so that you can see what your registration is going to look like. If this is your first time logging in, it might ask you to change your password at this point. I recommend changing it to something that's easy enough for you to remember or that you can save somewhere for later. I have 2 students connected with this parent account, so I'm going to go ahead and go to Test Student 1. This should take me to my home page, which looks like this. And if for some reason you've ended up somewhere else, there's always a home button on the upper right, and you can click that to go to your home screen. There's a staggered registration process, so if your children are in nursery or reception, they're going to register at 2 p.m. Key Stage 1 registration opens at 2:20, and Key Stage 2 for years 3 to 6, that opens from 2:40 p.m. The club's handbook is where you'll find a lot of really helpful information about how we run our programs. So if you have any questions about anything that's kind of specific about our policies or procedures, that's a great place to reference. Here's some directions for you to reference for registration. So I'm going to find my activities below. Here it is. And I'm going to click the button underneath to go to 2019-20 Autumn registration. These menus expand. So if yours is not expanded, you can press the arrow on the bar and it'll open and close it. So if you go to View, Manage, Submit, I'm going to click that button here, and it says at the top, the green text, registration is now open until August 12th at 2 p.m. We have until then to make any changes to our registration, so that's great to know. Our club's handbook is also linked here. Our dates of activity, it's August 26th to December 19th for this fall. Activity pricing, if you have any questions about how activities are priced, late registration terms, and these directions are what I'm going to walk you through right now. So you can see here I've got activities for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I can tell that I'm registering for my test student because the name is right here at the top of the form, test student, and the year is year 2. So my student's in year 2. I know that I'm not able to register for 2 things that are at the same time. The system isn't going to let me. But in order to select what I'd like to register for, I'm going to click here into the requested bubble, and I'm going to put a 1 into the activities that I am interested in. So on Monday, I think I would love to register for Crafty Kids. But just in case, if I don't get into Crafty Kids for some reason, or if the club is somehow filled up, then I'm going to pick a backup choice. And I know that gymnastics looks cool. I wonder what that's about. If you want to know more about an activity, you can click the little I, the little blue circle, and it'll show you more information, like what you have to wear or what the activity is going to be about. I think that's a great second choice. So I'm going to put that as a second choice because it's running at the same time Mondays at 3:30. So that's a second choice for me. Tuesdays, it looks like all of these activities are offered at 3:30 p.m. So I can only pick one, and I can maybe pick some backup choices. I think I'll pick photography, and I think a coloring club would be really nice. So that'll be my second choice there. Wednesdays, I've got a few different options, but actually I might be busy after school on Wednesdays, so I'll skip that one. Thursdays, there seems to be a lot of different options. This one, Woodwind Ensemble, actually doesn't have a requested bubble. That's because this is an information only. If I click that information button, it'll tell me this is an information only listing because it's only by invite only. If you got any questions, let's see. Oh, it says if you are new and interested in joining, please contact Mr. Howie. Okay, maybe I'll send him an email. Ooh, The Girl and I is a really fun club, so I will add that one. And, oh, we have another morning club. And I think that is it for my first student. Save. Now at this point you might be in line depending on how many people are registering at the same time, so please be patient. It'll go through. The system is really great at organizing requests in the order that they are saved. Here it's telling me that I'm not going to receive an email confirmation until after the registration closes, which is on August 12th. However, I can check if I'm confirmed. Just down here it says here's the current activity status. Everything that's showing as approved I'm confirmed for already. That's awesome. If you're seeing something here that you're not confirmed for yet and you really want to be, or you just really need an activity and you're not booked for any that you need after school activities for, you can go back into your form by clicking this activity choices. It says, or click here to go to the activity choices page again. I can go back, say, actually, I do need my child to be in an activity on Wednesday. So I'm going to go ahead and add choir. And I will click save in the upper left. Did it go through? Wednesday choir, approved. Awesome. Now, if you're still not getting into your top choice activity right away, don't panic. It's going to take some time because some of the activities are through multiple year groups and we do have a staggered registration. So there might still be spaces left, even if you're not able to get into it now. Check the day after, and if there's a problem then, just contact me and reach out and we'll figure it out. Okay, now if I have a second student to register, I can switch my students by going to the menu in the upper left and selecting profile. Select profile is towards the bottom here. I'll select my test 2 student, and this student is in year 5. So I'm going to go down to my registration form again. You can see test 2 student is in year 5 at the top of the form. And there's some different activities on offer here. I can request basketball. That sounds good. And because that's a morning activity and the rest are afternoon, I can have that as a first choice as well as a different club in the afternoon. These can both be a first choice activity. I think for the afternoon I'd also like to have a backup second choice just in case iMovie fills up. It's good to be on the wait list for something because then it makes it that much easier for me to get into that waitlisted club later on, just in case something happens with that first choice. Let's see. German club sounds really interesting. And I think as a second choice, I would love to see about participating in photography. That sounds awesome. Okay, I won't keep you too long. I'll just save this and we'll show you what that looks like. Great. So it looks like I was approved for my basketball, and I was approved for my after-school iMovie club and my Tuesday German club. Perfect. Now, actually, you know what? I think I would rather do CrossFit instead of iMovie club after school on Mondays. I'm going to show you how to go back to your registration and make that change. So if I go back to my activity choices page by clicking this link at the bottom, scroll down, and the change I wanted was on Monday. I wanted to swap CrossFit and iMovie Club. What I have to do first is I have to process the cancellation of these 2 requests. So I'm going to do that by putting a 0 in both of these sections and then click Save. Now, when I scroll down, I can see that it's saved because it's no longer showing as submitted. That's great. But what if I wanted to add one of these other activities? There's no bubble showing for requested. Well, all I have to do is refresh the page and tell it that I need a fresh form. And now they're all there. Brilliant. So actually, I think CrossFit should be my first choice. And then, actually this Bites Club sounds really interesting, I'm going to make that my second choice instead and save. Perfect. Right, so if you want to take a look at your confirmation and you're not on this page but you're on your home page, you can go over to your home screen and scroll down to My Activities, and everything should be showing up there for you. If you're checking back to see if a waitlist activity has been approved, this is where you should go to look. If you're having any issues with this registration, please let me know. You can email us here at clubs@BISC-LP.org. You can click that link, or you can just shoot me an email and type that into your email browser. Right, I hope this was helpful, and I hope that we can see you in our fun after-school activities this year. Have a great day.